Hey guys, welcome back to Castle Combat TV, and in this video, I will be talking about a Castle Combat rule that not a lot of players know about. So here's the rule on screen. So it basically states if your deck is one color, before the game starts, you can roll a die, and that is how many rerolls you can get during the game. So if you roll a 5, you have 5 rerolls that you can use before the battle, during the battle, or after the battle. And keep in mind, your deck has to be 100% one color. It cannot have any neutrals. It has to be like red, green, blue. All 16 cards have to be the same color. I don't think anyone really listened to that because 2 colors is definitely better. But I am here to tell you that this rule is very strong, especially with the Inferno set. So in this video, I'm going to talk about certain cards and certain strategies you can go for. All right, so before we move on to the video, I would like to give a shout out to Brady. So here's a picture of his collection on screen. So what he basically did is he collected every single card on the back of this map. I've never seen that done before. I do enjoy seeing you guys collecting something super obscure like Cosmics, Kid Run Backs, or just some sort of cool collection that you completed. Please send it in. I will give you a shout out because it's a little more unique than just collecting 55 shinies or like 100 shrouds, stuff like that. Anyways, Brady, if you're watching this video, shout out to you. I've never seen anyone go for a collection where they try to get everyone on the back of the OG map. Let's take a look at my deck. Command sets Starspan. So Command basically allows you to mix red good guys and red bad guys, and rivalries don't matter, so you can have multiple Dragon Lords. So set Starspan, Epic Battle. Before battle, roll a die, 3 or higher, heal a dragon from dungeon to hand. So he's Power 5 Epic Battle. Then I got Cold the Torch from the Inferno set. Then I got Thermal the Magnificent from the AI, the first AI set. So Cold the Torch, Epic Battle, the World of Burn, +1 power. You can be +1 power, but if you roll a 1, then he's sent to dungeon. If you use a red die, then battle counts as a tie. +3 versus Knights and Beasts. This card is ridiculous. It's insane. So Cold the Torch, this is probably the second strongest Dragon Lord in existence right now. That's really good. Then you have Cold the Torch. You can reroll 1s and 2s. Epic Battle, power 6. This card is really strong. I was playing with it at camp, and it's very, very, very good. So if you're building a deck and you don't have both and you don't have the command, I would really, it's a toss-up between the two. You can't really go wrong with either. Now moving on to our next card, we have King Inferno. So King Inferno, Epic Battle, roll 2 dice, doubles add together, so Saga Surge, +1 versus Legends, and if you want, you can double your power, becoming like a 10, but you remove yourself afterwards. So the best card in this deck is by far King Inferno. Moving on to our next card, we have Evil Otho. So Evil Otho, big showdown, negate on a 2 or higher, must roll 1s in battle, +1 versus Wizards, nothing too crazy there, one of the first AI cards. Moving on to our next card, we have Infernoth. So Infernoth, before battle, roll 3 dice. If the total is greater than 13, then all foes in Epic Battle are sent to dungeon. So that's really, really good. And we have Volatile, one of the most underrated cards in the game right now. Before battle, Volatile can trade places with any red bad guy from deck or hand, +2 versus common foes in battle. So that is very, very good. Moving on to our last card, it is Red Bulb. So Red Bulb, once per game, before battle, place 3 red dice to the side. You can use these anytime during the game as rerolls. Once you have them, they are gone. So this is a red card because the power number banner is red, so he does count as a red card, so he does fit in the command deck. And he's just there to give me more rerolls. So if you guys think about it, I'll have the 3 rerolls from Red Bulb, and then if I roll the die before the game starts, I'm gonna have a minimum of 4 rerolls. And if I hit a 6 or even a 5, I have 8 and 9 rerolls. Very, very strong stuff. And my commons are 4 Volcano Wizards. I know there are blasts out there, but I don't have those. Those are very, very rare. And we got 3 or 4 red dragons. Just pretend this is a red dragon for now. I'm gonna get another one at some point. But Volcano Wizard, if you roll a 6, and you automatically win the entire battle, and 6, you auto win the round. This deck is very, very expensive to get because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AI cards, a command card, a Christmas card. It's a very expensive deck, but I'm gonna go over some cards. So right here, you have Thermax the second. Roll 2 dice, choose highest, doubles auto win. If you roll a 6, you auto win the round. If you roll a 1, you auto lose the round. So that's really good with the rerolls. And then you have Elemento, is a really good one too. Epic Battle, 6, remove your foe, +1 versus Legends. Next up, we got Count Cardiac, Epic Battle. Before battle, say roll the die Peasant. You're +1 power, and if you say reroll that 6 Knave, you can force your foe to reroll 6s. So that's actually not bad. A 5 that forces your foe to reroll 6s is basically a King Crimson counter. Now moving on to another card, we have Tambora. So in Tambora, roll 2 dice in battle, choose highest, double send top card or foes. Top card to dungeon, +1 versus commons. Tambora goes to dungeon, win, lose, or tie. So basically an Atomic Skeleton. The reason why I don't really use it is because there's not a lot of healing. Moving on to our next card, we have Combustor. So before battle, you can send Combustor and your foe's top card to dungeon. If Combustor is defeated, send foe and Combustor to dungeon. So win-win. If you lose, you and your foe go to dungeon, and you can even do it before battle if you want. Moving on to our next card, we have Everblaze. So Everblaze, before battle, roll a die. You can bring back 1 red bad guy with equal power. If you send 2 elementals to dungeon, you can roll 3 dice before battle, triples, heal 2 red bad guys, and lowest battle score wins. So moving on to our last card, we have Combustion. Combustion, before battle, you can look at your top card and then send that card and your opponent's top card to dungeon. If you win battle, then you can bring back 1 red bad guy elemental from dungeon to winner. So there's a lot of themes you can go for. The big 2 themes with the red bad guys, you can either just do a brute force high power deck, or you can use an elemental red bad guy healing deck, and you could use like combustion and those blazes. So if you have the blazes that can heal an elemental before battle, straight up broken, they're common, so you got 4 of them, and you can just keep on bringing back King Inferno, where's Elemento? Elemento. Thermax believes in Elemental Dragon, but for me, I like using the dice rolls. But now let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses of a deck like this. So the red bad guys, they don't have much healing. There's no card that's like a definitive healer that's if you win, heal a red bad guy straight up, like a Feral Frostbite. They don't have that. It is just strictly brute force, high power, and they don't work well with other colors because a lot of the new cards have rivalry non-red cards, and that encourages you to make a one-color deck. That was the whole idea of when I was actually designing the set. I wanted to see decks like this. So remember, these rerolls can be used before the battle, so it does work with the Infernoth ability. Roll 3 dice if the total is greater than 13, so 14 plus. Then you remove, or not remove, send all foes in epic battle to dungeon. And there's no like caveat with Void, because Void, if you roll double ones, all your allies are removed. This is just, it's all just luck right there. So Infernoth is gonna roll 6, 5, 11. So what I would do, I'd probably reroll this. So let's say I have one reroll. There's a 5, so boom, 11, 16, I hit. Let's try it again. And 5, 5, 2, so 10. I'm gonna need to roll a 4 or 5. Here we go, 4 or higher, and boom, 14. I hit it again. And also, I want to give recognition to Thermax II. If I had an extra legend spot, I would be using Thermax II because when I actually started using this card actually works. So let's say I'm gonna roll 2 dice right now. Here we go, 2, 4, and let's say I want to reroll the 2, right? Doubles, auto win, and I'm gonna roll 2 dice again. 3, 4. If I want to reroll, then I can. Doubles again. So here we go, 3, 5. I'm gonna reroll the 3. Another doubles. I just got 3 doubles in a row. What is that? All right, here we go. Double 6s, what? Okay, so that's crazy. Did I get 5 in a row? I'm gonna roll the 2. Can I get another 6? No, I don't. I just rolled 4 doubles in a row. That's crazy. But Thermax II, he can be a very, very good card in a deck. You just saw me roll 4 doubles in a row. So that's insane. But all right, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is the identity of the red bad guys. So the red bad guys, they don't really do healing. In my opinion, if you're using a red bad guy deck, don't use healing at all. Just go straight up brute force because it's a lot more fun. They really rely on auto win cards. Like all my commons auto win. You got Infernoth with that crazy triples, and if you can use those rerolls to hit on the crazy odds to the auto wins like Thermax, and if you can get like a red bulb is really hard to get, but he's really, really useful. It was either between red bulb and Volcano, but even using the rerolls with Volcano is really good because once per game, on a 1, send your hand to dungeon. On a 2 or 3, heal basically half your commons. 4 or 5, heal 2 red bad guys, and on a 6, remove any foe from game on battlefield. So it was either between red bulb and Volcano, but I want more rerolls. So these are very, very good cards. I know it's expensive, but this is supposed to give you a good idea. In my opinion, as long as you have Infernoth, King Inferno, and let's say one of these Dragon Lords, doesn't have to be the newest version, you'll be fine. All right, so that's basically everything I have to say. I just wanted to make more people aware of this rule because it's a very fun rule. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.